Well, hello again. It's me, Joel Shapiro, back with you, this time getting ready to prep us for our November touch base on this data leadership plan that I hope that you've been working on. I'm sitting here, beautiful October day. The fall is gorgeous. It's been unbelievable weather here in Chicago. The school year has started off really well. I continue to absolutely play the best golf of my life, which makes me really quite disappointed that the warm weather is going to go away soon. But perhaps more to the point, we're going to be checking in soon, in just a few weeks, about what you are going to be doing differently at West Bend to start actually building in and incorporating data to make better decisions, to achieve some of those strategic goals that we talked about. Now, just as a quick reminder, some of the things that we talked about on that late summer August Friday included how to build a data mindset, how to think about value-based metrics that really matter towards driving those strategic goals. And we talked about test and learn, the importance of building that culture around inquiry and curiosity. We talked about predictive analytics. We applied those to some of the problems and the opportunities that you're facing at West Bend. And we talked about how to actually create some incentives to get your teams to actually using data. The real question when it comes to how are you going to build out this data leadership plan is simply, what are you going to do differently? It's not about what you know. It's not about any of the frameworks or the algorithms or any of those things. It is entirely about what are you going to do next. I have my notes here next to me, and I just want to remind you that some of the things involved in this data leadership plan include setting your agenda, right? That's the number one thing. What is it that's important to you? What are your leadership priorities? And do you know the current state of your decision making so you can improve upon it? The next part is the actual taking action. You want to model the behavior that you want to see among your team members, and you want to reinforce those good behaviors. You want to make smart investments and make sure that you remove any of those frictions or barriers that might make it hard for your team to actually act. And then it becomes this process of actually building up your muscle. That means monitoring your progress, measuring your success, continuous learning and growth, and really formalizing your commitment to using data wisely and formalizing your commitment to your team, not only that you are going to use it yourself, but that you expect them to use it as well. So the email that's accompanying this video has all the details about what we want. We're going to want to build out this leadership plan. We're going to do this check-in. I want a draft of those before we actually meet, just so I get a sense of what you're working on and what your ideas are. And in those meetings, we're going to simply go from person to person to talk about what the plan is that you've developed so far, where you're stuck, where you see the opportunities, and really just make sure that you are good to move to the next phase, which is starting to implement some of those plans. So I look forward to seeing you in those remote meetings in early November to hear about what's happening with your data leadership plan. I will talk to you soon, and if you have any questions, you can certainly ask Dee or me. I'm easily reachable by email. I hope to see you soon, and we'll be talking about what comes next. Thanks so much.